Hello party farmers, and welcome back to WISNICE. Before we get into the episode, let's hop over to the wheel and see what will spin for today. Okay, let's spin it and see if we will win it. Let's win it. A thing that we can do with this wheel. And we get to feedable rule. Okay, since we get to feedable rule, we will spin once more. But the rule we will be feeding will be the don't repair. I think repairing is something that we desperately need and want to be able to do with equipment. But yeah, with that said, let's spin one more time and see what we land on. I really hope we have to implement an extra rule. Until we don't have to implement an extra rule. Okay, since the active rules list is gonna be shorter and shorter, I will be skipping the sell at worst price. We'll keep that enabled. And we only remove the don't repair rule. And with that, let's hop into the game and see what we can do. Okay. We are allowed to repair. That is actually pretty good. I like that one. I really do like that one. Now, we're in March currently, and March is a little bit of an in-between month, I feel like, because next month we have 3 fields that we can harvest with, what is this? This is soybeans, some sorghum, and the grassland, of course. So let's skip ahead one more month, and then we make sure that we can harvest all 3 of these fields. that are the first 2 fields harvested. And I'm really wondering if we're able to fit this entire field into this combine. I'm quite hopeful. We should be able to. Then it's almost a perfect 2 combine load that we can get out of this field. That is a pretty good result, I do have to say. And it fits barely. I like it. Now there are a couple of things that we have to do beside the harvesting. Obviously we have to replant, but we also have to do some spraying, I believe. Yeah, because these 3 fields are full of weeds, and we need to get rid of that. So the plan is that we empty this combine into the trailer. We'll do some spraying. We'll do the harvesting of the grass. The mowing of the grass. I mean, you can harvest grass. It's really the same thing, to be honest. And then we also need to get at least the soybeans sold. Because I believe that the soybeans have a very good price. 2.5k. Well, 2.4. We have to sell at the lowest price. That is quite good. We're in April. And then we have the sorghum as well, which is not very good. It's at halfway. But it's still 1.2k. I like that. Okay, let's get the combine stashed, and let's get the tractor in front of the sprayer. And that is the spraying done, the herbicide spray. Which I have to say, it hopefully improves the yield quite a bit. I believe we missed a couple tiny spots, but that is a-okay, that is fine. We'll get this stashed away again. We did went through a lot of herbicide. Now we have the precision spraying enabled, but the precision sprayers, can you still follow? They're quite expensive. I do have to say, they are quite expensive. So we can't really afford that yet, but maybe that's something for the future. But yeah, let's get this stashed away and let's get to selling the 2 crops. It is time. It is time to sell these crops. First up is the sorghum, because the British Equiplan is actually the lowest price for, or the worst price for the sorghum. So let's start overloading that. And see how much we'll get. It is still 1.2k. We should be able to get a little bit out of this. There we go, that is 13k that we're getting. That is... oh, and we are riding up a wall. That's pretty good. I do have to say, I like that. I like that result. And next up is are the soybeans. And the soybeans we're gonna sell over at the old grain mill. Here we are, back at the Agroplan. Apparently the old grain mill didn't want to take the soybeans, which I can imagine since it's a grain mill and not a soybean mill. But hey, the purchase or the Agroplan is the not the second best. Wait a second. It had an increase. God crap. Anyway, and the whole plan has been thrown around. You know what? Since we sold at a higher price point, we will repay 5k on the loan. We still have 395k to do as a bit of a punishment, right? All's good. All's good, all's well. Let's get these back over to the yard and lease the equipment for the mowing of the grass. But of course, how could we forget the silage? Is it actually all silage or is it not all silage? We have to do a little bit of finicking because right now we can't quite see. It is all silage. That is perfect. It is all silage. So we are able to sell this as well, and I think we should. I think it's a good thing to sell this too. We have to do a little bit of maneuvering to get this out of the yard. And we are gonna have to sell this at the barn. Okay. Now, remember, these are only 7 bills. So I'm really curious to see how much we'll get from this. That is over 20k. That is 21k. Oh boy. The silage was a good idea. I have to say, the silage was a very good idea. Now let's return this to the yard and get everything ready for the next mowing of the grass. That is the baling done as well. It is barely a full baler, which is unfortunate. But I wanted to keep both this baler and the rear mowers leased, at least for the next harvest as well, because the costs for re-renting are actually higher than to keep it as to keep it leased as is. So we're going to do that instead of having to pay a lot of money, where we can just save a little bit, right? And it's not that big of a field, so we can't really afford it either. There are 2 more things that we need to do. First and foremost, we have to get the lime spreader out, because the grass field needs lime, as well as the other field that we have just harvested. And we have to pull this out. You can go right here, get it out of the way. So we'll get the lime spreader out and we'll quickly do a lime spreading session. is the lime spreading done as well. Perfect timing, because, well, we only have 1600 liters left. Now we do have to restock that at some point. But one more thing that we do have to do is to spray the grass field. Because previous harvest we were able to get 7 bales, but this yield has only been 6. Almost 7. But that is the difference that the driving right into the wall makes, apparently. But that's the difference of maintaining your land in a good condition. Also, let's see if we can give this a good park. Surely we can, right? Surely we can. There we go. Leave it there and never look back at it. Until we need it again, probably. But yeah, let's get this sprayer out. And I'm contemplating. Because we do, as we apparently forgot how to drive backwards, I don't know. Driving backwards is weird. I'm contemplating something. We have 55k in the bank. Now, there is a grass field. Or not a grass field, there's field 144 right here. That is 35k. That we probably should buy. We can buy it this episode. And then harvest it the next one. Because there is weed in here that we can sell. For probably a decent price. Which would be very nice. So that gives us a little bit of money back. And I think I'm getting... Oh, it goes through the bills. I like it. Wait, why can't we fertilize this? Wait a minute. The nitrogen... It needs nitrogen. This is nitrogen. Hold up. Wait a minute. Okay. Apparently that doesn't work when you already lime spreaded the field. I thought you should be able to do so. Huh. Okay. Well, we've learned that. Apply fertilizer before you apply the lime. Apparently. That's an interesting... an interesting find. I didn't know that was possible. But apparently it is. And the I don't know. The driving has been fine all episode, except for right now. We're just driving into everything, apparently. So we'll leave you here. We'll have a little look at this field, because this almost makes this whole plot ours. And we have a minus 45% value on this. So I think we should just buy it. We have more than enough money to sustain us through the leasing and the loan. And I think it is good that we are harvesting that as well. So that we can plant our own crop in there. I think that should be a good, a wise decision. Because we probably need to do something about the field. Be it lime spreading, be it plowing. Would we need to plow this? It is full of weed, but we can't really see if there's any plowing that needs to be done. So yeah, let's get to harvesting this field real quick, and I'll see you back when that's done. Whole field harvested. Now we didn't get a lot of yield out of this, but that was to be expected. I'm very happy with the 1.5 combine load that we're getting out of it. That seems like a good amount, a decent amount. Also, I turned off the swath mode because I was thinking of collecting the straw. But then again, we're having the baler for the silage, so we can't really utilize it until after 2 months. But that's the point where something is already being planted in here, so that isn't really a viable option. But yeah, with that done, that is gonna be it for today. I want to thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed the series and this episode, a like would be highly appreciated. And while you're at it, down there, might as well leave a comment on what you want to see added to the wheel, or anything else that you would like to either recommend or add it to the series. And a subscribe really helps me out a lot. But without further ado, that has been it for today. I want to thank you very much for watching, and I hopefully catch you in a new video real soon.